Hi YouTube family, this is Nicole from Really Nicole Retail. I'm glad to be back, trying to get a couple of videos in before the new year comes across. I know in my first video I stated that I was expecting a couple of ThredUp boxes and a B&G lot, and I have gotten those in. I'm going to do the ThredUp first. And of course, once again, this is a trial and error thing. I'm trying to make sure that my video has some somewhat great quality, that my sound is coming through. So I want to kind of get a couple of these videos underneath my belt before I start doing longer videos, with knowing that the quality is going to be acceptable. So I have my first ThredUp bag. Once again, for those who did not see my first video, my name is Nicole. I am a online reseller. I sell on platforms eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Etsy, and I do some Amazon. So my goal going into 2020 is to net $50,000. I'm doing this full time. I went full time right around May of this year. And I set the goal of kind of like going through my numbers, going through my finances, looking at my percentage so far as my rate of return and rate of investment. And I'm based on my percentage, I'm thinking that if I sell, like have revenue, like gross revenue of $75,000 to $80,000, then I will be able to net 50. And for me, my first year of actually committing to full time, pretty much have gotten my sourcing, my cost of goods where I wanted to be at, as well as my shipping and kind of cross listing. I think that is very accessible so far as the income being something that I can achieve. And I think there's so much support on YouTube and Instagram and just overall with the reseller community that if I am struggling from month to month or week to week, I feel like I'll be able to get assistance and help in some areas that will allow me to meet my goal. So here we go. So this is one of my first ThredUp purchases, and of course it's a rescue. It says box was in a bag, so I'm not sure which one of this is. So I'm just gonna pull out the items. So part of my content is trying to make sure that the smaller sellers, the sellers who have very small amount of capital, that is trying to take what they have and reinvest their earnings and try to kind of snowball it to being able to meet the goal of leaving their jobs that they have right now and go into reselling full time and able to meet the financial responsibilities that they have to their families or to themselves. So I'm looking at things that other larger resellers are doing and seeing whether or not on a smaller scale, whether or not the small, just getting started resellers would be able to use the same sources and be able to get the same gain. So I have, obviously, I think this is the fun box, but it's a bag. And I think I got the 10 piece, but let's make sure. So I'm just gonna count those out first just to see how many we have. So it's 1, 2, and they come in bubble wrap. And here is my invoice. And they're saying that they're now doing gift cards, okay? So I did get a rescue box. Oh, okay. This is actually the mixed jewelry. Okay. So this is the mixed jewelry. I paid 30 bucks and here we go. So I have 1, 2, 3 individually bubbled. So let's see how many is actually in each bubble. Okay. So I have, okay, so I have a bracelet, okay, and it seems like it is magnetic. or let's see. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's a twist, but the stones or the gems or the rhinestones in here is green, and it's very small, if you can see. Okay, so this is the clasp. So that's one. I didn't see any branding, but that really doesn't mean anything because I'm not really familiar with jewelry. So I'm going to do some research. But once again, if anyone knows anything about this particular piece, please feel free to leave a comment. I really do need your help. Okay, so now we have a piece. It says Jennifer Connoisseur, and it looks like it's in packaging, and it seems to be a bracelet as well. So it's the kind that has the clasp where you actually put it in, and it's silver, and I like it. I mean, I really do like it. It has 1, 2, 3, like 6 strands, if you can see it. And okay, pretty good. All right, so now we have another bracelet, and this is it. It is gold tone. I'm looking for any type of branding. I don't see anything. Okay, so because I'm not really into jewelry, and I know that one of the things that I need to do is to kind of expand from clothing, which was my primary product, and go into jewelry and shoes. And shoes is pretty much, you can go online, they normally have numbers and stuff like that, and you can find out the information. But when it comes to jewelry, so far as the descriptions, I really do need help. So if you were to list this, not saying I will because I don't see branding, and I don't think, I'm trying to keep my, like I want to profit at least $10 to $15 per item. And I don't want to list anything that is going to, number one, take away from my time of listing something with a higher profit, and something I don't know that eventually it will sell, and it will sell for what I need to sell for. So, but descriptive wise, how would you, if you were going to do a title, like what would you say? How would you describe this particular item? All right, so now the fourth piece is a bracelet, and it is, I think it's a rope, black rope and silver. You see it has the rope or the woven design on it. And I'm looking inside, and I don't see any branding. So not sure about this one either. I feel something, I just don't know. Like I feel something right there. I'm probably going to have to get a magnifying glass and kind of figure out what it is. All right, so those 4 pieces was in this one bubble wrap. All right, so I'm opening up the second one. And we have some studs. It says ThredUp, so I'm not sure on whether or not ThredUp actually like has a line. I'm assuming that they got it loose and they just had to put it in something for presentation. So there you go. And we have some pair of earrings. They look pretty shiny. So let's see what we got. So they have different backs. So that might be a reason why they didn't want to sell them. So you can kind of see here that the backs are different, okay? But the front is pretty nice. See, the fronts of them is black and white stones. And so they look pretty nice to me. Once again, I see some markings. I just don't know what they are. So I think I'm gonna definitely have to use a magnifying glass, but I really do like these. This is nice. So we'll research that and see what that is. All right, so now we have a ring, and it is silver, okay? It's in silver, and it has 3 stones right here. Nice size stones. And once again, I am looking, and I don't see anything, but once again, being that is me, I can't say exactly what it should be. All right, so now I have another ring, and it is gold toned, and here you go, okay? It's pretty, it's almost like a dome on top, but it also has some cutout, some filigree, if that's what you say, and it's on the side. It's pretty small. The tag says it's a size 6. So that's definitely not anything I could wear, but it's pretty cute. All right, so not sure what exactly this is, but let's see. I'm assuming you open it up. And we have something that's a size 6 again. You know, it's kind of funny. It reminds me of, you know how when you go to the grocery store and they have those machines for the kids so they can get like fake rings and fake stuff out of the gumball machines and the machines up front. It's kind of like, I saw this, I was like, are we serious right now? But what we have is this, okay? Not sure if you can see it. It is gold tone, and it's in a V shape. It has these stones in it. It has a size, but it doesn't give you any other additional information. So once again, I'm gonna have to get a magnifying glass and figure out exactly if it's branded or not, okay? So there you go. And we have some Lori. Once again, don't know much about jewelry. It's like if you look at it, it seems like it's kind of green. So it's like a deep green. But at the back, it also says that it's from Nordstrom's, okay? And it has a price of 28 bucks on it, okay? So it does have like a number. So I think I will be able to look that up, but it also says Lori. So once again, if anybody's familiar with that, let me know, but it did say Nordstrom's, okay? Now on the other one, it says, this is what in the little, I just noticed that. In the little bubble where the gold ring came out of, it had this little thing around it. And it's reflecting off, and I really can't make it out because of the lighting. But it just gives me a enter your unique code. And it has a code on here. and it says fragrantjewels.com. So I'm not sure what that actually means, but I'm definitely going to do some research on it. Okay, so last but not least is the last bubble wrap packet. And we have, okay. So first off, we have, it says James Park Lane. It says Jewels by, okay. So let's see what we got inside. We have a bracelet. It's a little tangled, so I'm not gonna be a little careful with it. But it looks like the color of copper, okay? And it has the little jewels in it. They're all different, but they're in hues of green. And in my camera, it may not come off the way it should, but here you go. And this one, and this is what a little tangle is. So if anybody have a suggestion on the best way of getting that out without damaging it, let me know, okay? I'm gonna put that back in here. So that was Jewels by Park Lane. Okay, so that's that. And then we have a pouch, and it says Lizzie James. Okay, once again, unfamiliar. But you have a necklace, and it's a large clamp. And it says handmade in USA. So it says that on the clamp, handmade USA. And as you can see, what I was saying, it's a very large clamp. And perfectly comes off that way. And it's like a blue cloth other necklace, but it has gold or gold plated or gold color, gold tone hardware on it as you go across. And then you have silver or silver coated, silver toned. And it goes from silver, blue, and gold all the way through. And I don't know, it doesn't say other thing. Oh, it is branded on the other side as well as Lizzie James. And it says handmade in the USA. So I will do some research on that. It came in a little pouch. And let's see. I'm trying to see how many pieces. So I think this is separate. I love this. I'm probably going to keep this for myself. I like simple things. So this is a gold toned. I'm not sure if it's gold or plated. I will, once again, it's very fragile. It's very thin. Once again, this is up my alley. I very like very thin classic pieces. So there you go. And that's that. So there you go. So that's that. And then you have another necklace. It's one of the screw clasp. It's gold tone. Okay. And it looks like, you know, that it's black, but it's like charcoal-ish. Once again, please help me, okay? Please help me. But it has weight to it. It has weight to it. And the spacing in between them is nil. Like, it is really tight. Wow, okay, so you have that. And I think we're done. We have one more. And okay, so I got the clamps. Okay. I got it. So it's a very long necklace. right? I can actually put it over my neck, over my head, and it's still kind of long. It is silver plated, but it's kind of flexible right here. So it has, it's interesting. So it has the tassel, and they have the kind that's solid. They have some that has larger loops as well. And then they have this little part here that actually is like stretchable. It's elastic. And then you go into here and I don't know. It also have like little rhinestones. I'm not sure if you can see it right around here. And they all seem to be here. So once again, I'm gonna do a little research, but if anyone knows anything about any of these pieces, please help me. Part of the reason why I want to start my YouTube channel is that I've learned a lot about listing and posting and pictures and cross-posting and cross-listing and shipping. And now I believe that not only can, as a community, I can be helped to elevate my reselling journey, but I also am willing to put in the work and do some things that can also help others. So please, if you have a comment, a concern, a suggestion, please don't hesitate to bring anything to my attention. I am like a sponge. I want to learn. I think knowledge is power, and I think that everyone has room to learn something, and I think I have a lot of room to learn a lot. So this was the jewelry DIY mixed box. Let me make sure because I could be saying it all wrong. So this is the Rescue mixed box. It's not DIY, it's just the mixed box. So let me count those items again, because I think for my price of 30 bucks, I think I got a lot of stuff. So I got one. So I got the pouch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, got these 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I got 14 pieces, paid $30, so that puts me right around a little above $2 per piece. I got free shipping with this one, so it is literally 30 bucks. So I do think that there are a couple of pieces that I can at least get my money back. But, you know, once again, this is going to be a great learning experience. This is something that I think that would definitely help me expand my business and maybe reach other, you know, consumers that if I just stayed with shoes and clothing, that I'll be missing out. So I am diversifying my closet and my inventory, and I'm excited to see exactly what these things are, whether or not there's something that has a profit. And if nothing else, maybe I can gift it to somebody. So thank you again. My name's Nicole. I'm with Really Nicole Retail. I am starting 2020 on the journey of a $50,000 net income. And I'm hoping that there's someone that has a similar goal, maybe not the same number, but has the goal of replacing a full-time income with reselling and have the flexibility of being able to make your own schedule, be your own boss, and kind of learn that being on your boss doesn't mean that you're not going to work. You're going to work as hard as, if not more, working for someone else, but you get to say when you're going to work and where you're going to work. So thank you again and have a great one. Have a happy new year if I don't get a chance to see you guys again. Bye.